Hello, everybody, and welcome to Jeff, the unlicensed therapist. I got to wait sometimes to ease into it because, quite frankly, it doesn't come on all the time right away. But we're here. Good to see y'all. Thank you for tuning in. The best therapy show on, not by a therapist. How about that? That's right. So lots of questions, lots of answers. Thank you, Coco. Want advice? You can hit me up at Jeff, the unlicensed therapist, Jeff Ahern 56 at Gmail. You can ask me your questions and I will do my best to answer them and give you some good advice. I feel like I had some really good tips on the last show. Last show, by the way, hit 150,000 views or something like that. Last Friday was crazy. Last Friday hit almost 200,000 views. So there you go. There you go. Lots of good advice, folks. Everybody knows the show's got a lot of good advice. Hey, good to see you, TV. Thank you for tuning in. You may not. That's okay, Coco. Oh, okay. No worries. Yeah. He's got his confirmation class. Well, good for him. Well, if you have confirmation classes, you can let me know about that. Or if you have confirmation questions, I can answer that too. How about that? All right, let's just get right into it. Let's. If you have questions, you can put them in. I'm going to check the chat, see if we have any questions. They're going to check my Gmail, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to be thorough. I'm going to check my old Rumble from the last show and see if any questions slipped in unmonitored on my end. Let me see here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at that. 144,000. Not too shabby, folks. Not too shabby. All right. Oh, this guy's. Let me see here. Nope. No questions here. Uh, hmm. All right. Yep, we're good. All right, let me turn this off and we're ready to begin. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start. Thank you for tuning in. The show is Jeff, the unlicensed therapist, where we delve into your questions, comments, concerns. It could be personal. It could be not personal. It could be a friend. It could be a relative. It could be a job. You name it. I don't discriminate. Who's deciding which saint he should use? Oh, there you go. That's a great question. I'd go St. Patrick. I think that's a no-brainer, Coco. I'm Irish, so for me, if I had a choice, I would pick St. Patrick in a heartbeat. Also, it's March, so you got St. Patrick's Day coming on. Or maybe, maybe you pick the saint that you bury upside down in the garden in order to sell your house. Which one's that? Which one's that? You remember Coco? I don't know. I still go St. Patrick's in a pinch, upside down man. That's his saintly name. That's how everybody knows him. Upside down man. It's true. You take him, you purchase them at a church, I guess, or wherever saint figurines are sold. See, we're already getting to the meat and potatoes of this show. You take him, then you bury him upside down. I don't know how deep. I'm sure there's some rule about how deep he's got to go, but you got to bury him upside down. I know that. And then he's got to face either the house or the street. I don't know, one of the two. And then your house sells. There you go. Hopefully for a decent price. I don't know if I think you bump it up like 20% based on his positioning, whether or not he's staring at the house. What do you think about that? Am I right? Am I wrong? Yes, we're featured. God bless America. God bless America. It's to help you sell your house. Yeah. St. Joseph. Thank you. Go St. Joseph is, maybe you go a little off kilter. You got St. Joseph. That's a very common one. That's a little cliche. I don't know if that's the right one for your kid. I think your kid's better than the cliche of St. Joseph, but still in a pinch. It's okay. St. Patrick's also a little ham-handed on my part. You think of drunken debauchery, maybe not the best way to approach a confirmation process. So here's what I go. Are you ready for this one? This is a left fielder. This is one you're not going to expect. It's my church, Saint Didacus. Saint Didacus. That's right. You do Saint Didacus. There you go. No one's going to know who the hell that is. I didn't until I started going to church here. Saint Didacus. I'm looking him up even now because I don't remember what the hell he did. All right, Saint Didacus. He's a Franciscan. St. Didacus was a Spanish Franciscan known for his spiritual insights and penitential practices. There you go. He's a self-flatulator. Flatulator? That's a guy who farts. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, St. Didacus. He's your ace in the hole. I'm sure that's a great choice. Sure, you're like, yeah, Saint. All right, thanks, Jeff. St. Didacus it is. There you go. Get in there. Okay. What do you think about that? Is that good? Coco says, that's who's leaning toward because of the middle name. Oh, yeah. St. Joseph is fine. Yeah. I would go, I picked Didacus just because it's unusual. It's kind of like, we're doing deep cuts on saints. A lot of people don't know St. Didacus, probably for good reason, but that's where I go to get my God, St. Didacus. There you go. And Father Golf, I won't mention him by name, but he golfs so much, I just call him Father Golf. Not to his face, though. Not to his face. But he golfs way too much. A little more Jesus, a little less 9-iron. Father Golf. You know who you are. All right. If you don't have questions, we're going to get right to Am I the Asshole? How about that? Yeah. All right. Didicus sounds cool. Yeah, I like Didicus. He had to research. I did have to research him. Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Give him this name. Give it to him. He'll like it. I think it's a good one because it's unique. Everyone's not going to have it. People are like, huh? Again, you look like you know your stuff. Like, oh, Saint Didicus. Why would you pick that? Then he's got to come up with the why would you pick that? Well, on a radio show, it's not a radio show, but on Rumble, on Jeff the Unlicensed Therapist, he gave me the idea. And then, plug the show. There you go. All right, here we go. Am I the asshole, ladies and gentlemen? Am I the asshole for kicking my boy? Oh, let me share this. Let me share. It's much more fun when I share. Here we go. Am I the asshole for kicking my boyfriend out after he commented about my hygiene during my period? Maybe. You might be. I mean, what's your hygiene like during your period? He might have a point. Is he not, it's aggressive, but the fact that he commented about it, maybe it's egregious. Not just aggressive, actually egregious. I mean, what's going on? I don't want to get too graphic, but let's find out. We're going to dive into this one. Okay. All right. You're a 20-year-old girl from Spain. Ugh. I don't know. You just hear European. You already got the smelly pits. Stereotypically. I don't know what's going on downtown. If the up top's already a stink fest, downtown might be worse. I'm a 20-year-old girl from Spain. I don't want to be Spanish. Although they don't really want us in their country anymore. Like, stay out. We'll squirt you with water. All right. I'm a 20-year-old girl from Spain, and I've been dating this guy, 21, for a few months, who seems to live in a bubble. Okay. It's an interesting way to characterize someone you're in a relationship with. Yesterday, we were chilling on my couch, and I was on my period. At one point, I got up to go to the bathroom, and he saw a pad in my bag. So he just saw a pad, like just a clean pad. It's not an issue yet. He made a disgusted face, and I asked him if I didn't feel gross using those. Oh, he asked if you got to work on the writing here, lady. If I didn't feel gross using, what are you supposed to do? Just bleed out like a wild animal? Like, what's this guy want? And why I didn't use something that couldn't be seen or smelled? Yeah, he's a crazy person. I don't think he's ever seen, honestly, a woman's vagina, except for yours, and not even in the dark. Probably, I don't think he's ever been around a woman before, except for you. I would be stunned too. You're not the asshole. He's. You tell him to go get some experience and come back to you, or just cut your losses and just get him the hell out. I was stunned. I explained it's what I'm comfortable with, and that I changed often. There's no smell issue. Okay. But he insisted it felt unfeminine and unhygienic to have that in the house. He's crazy. He's a crazy person you're talking to. And I'm an unlicensed therapist. You got to take my word for this. I felt so insulted. I'm insulted that you're dating somebody that's dumb. That's why you should feel insulted that you ever dated this guy in the first place. In my own space, that I told him if a biological period process grossed him out that much, he could leave. He left all huffy. Good. Change the locks. Say I overreacted, and he was just giving his opinion. No, you got this guy. He's gone. Lose him fast. You should be thanking God that your purse was open enough for him to see a feminine product. Oh my God. I hope he doesn't live in Minnesota. If he walks into the men's room, he's going to get really freaked out. Am I the jerk for kicking him out over a comment like that, or is he immature? He's more than immature. He's like clueless. No, you're not the asshole in this situation. And you're better off without him, because I don't know. That's a weird dude. that's a weird guy. Like I thought I was going to read something about like a used feminine product, or you're just really messy, kind of. But you're not. You're just stuff came out of the bag. What a weirdo. What an absolute buffoon, if I may be so bold. May I? I just was. All right, here we go. Let me see. I want to check something real quick. We're going to get right back into it. I promise. Oh, I promise, ladies and gentlemen. What's this one? No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do any of these. Oh, this one looks okay. Let's do this one. This is a good one. It's a good one, folks. I think I might do this ad right now tonight. How about that? Sound good? All right, let's just do it. It's my favorite ad, folks. It's Rumble Wallet. I love Rumble. I love Rumble Wallet. It's a win, 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 win. Here's a little inside scoop that many creators are talking about behind the scenes. It's actually one of the reasons I'm using Rumble, for many reasons. Freedom of speech is my favorite. They made a way to super chat creators so we get paid immediately and without any fees. Yeehaw! YouTube and Twitch take up to 50% fees when you tip creators. This method takes none. That's right. The platform takes zero fees. I keep nearly 100% of what you send me, which is pretty awesome. You can super chat with Bitcoin, Tether, US dollars, or even Tether Gold stable coins. The tip will show up directly on my Rumble chat, which I will do my best to read, and I will. You just remind me. Sometimes I miss shit. All you need to do is to download the Rumble wallet on the App Store and send the tips to your favorite creators, hopefully me. You can go to wallet.rumble.com or download the app directly from the app stores. It should be in the QR code there as well. That's wallet.rumble.com, or you can do it in the app stores with the QR code. Seriously, what an amazing way to get rid of the middleman and help my economy, the creator economy. That's right. Shout out to Rumble for making this disruptive technology. That's a big yeehaw from me to you to Rumble. There you go. Thank you, Rumble. Thank you, Rumble Wallet. Take advantage of that right now. It's a good time. Good times. Good times. There you go. All right, we'll keep going. Rocking and rolling. Highly immature. I am. Unfeminine. Unfeminine. Like, I really thought she was like bleeding out. Hey, James, good to see you. All right, let's keep going. So the first one we got out of the gate. We actually got two out of the gate because I think me and Coco talked about Saints. He's going to go with Joseph probably, or Didicus, or, in a pinch, you can go St. Patrick. If you're Irish, why not? All right, here we go. St. Patrick would have been too on brand for me. So I'm kind of glad I didn't do that. I don't even know who my saint is. Isn't that terrible? I was confirmed. This is me getting all hoity-toity here. I was confirmed by the Archbishop of Canterbury. And I was. That's a true story. I lived in England. And I was confirmed by whoever the Archbishop of Canterbury was. I don't know him either. But that was confirmed by that guy, whoever he is. Anyway. Me bragging about a man whose name I can't remember. Am I the asshole for not accepting my mother-in-law's gift? Potentially. Let's do that. I'm going to clean that up a little bit. You may be. Just take the gift. Like, I don't know. We'll read what it is. It looks like a lot of reading though. But was it feminine products? Because are you related to the guy in the other story who just saw? Are you like his dad, or are you his mom? I don't know. From outward appearances, I'm sure that I appear you appear illiterate, that I appearance entitled. I think you want to go with appear. I know people will form an opinion based off of that, and themes not much I can do to change it. Okay. But if you can find it in you to believe me, I just get to the point. How about you do that? I'm sure that I'm not an entitled person. You probably are. Because you've said it like 3 or 4 times very defensively. So I'm pretty sure you're entitled, or at least feel so. And I genuinely appreciate most everything. However, my mother-in-law is starting to piss me off. See, I'm learning the vernacular, the shorthand. So to the point. Nothing about this so far has been to the point. It has been very elongated. My mother-in-law is a hoarder. All right, that's an issue, but not in the way most would assume. Oh, yeah, okay. Her house is well kept. All right, so what's a typical hoarder is not a well-kept house. It's just crap everywhere. If you're lucky, there's a lane or two where you can walk from one place to the other. My ex's mom was a hoarder. I've been down that road. I've had a friend whose mom was a hoarder. I had one friend whose parents were hoarders, but we were all too chicken shit to say anything. We were going skiing, and more of an acquaintance than a friend. Nice guy, though. But we come back from the trip, and we're dropping him off. And he goes, hey, could you guys come inside for a minute? He made up some weird excuse for us to come inside. There was no reason for us to go inside. There was no reason. We were dropping him off. We all wanted to get home. No reason. He's like, get some water. Can you guys come inside? I'm like, all right. It seems like he really wants to come inside. So we go inside his house. There's 3 of us, including him. And we all walk in. And it is, it's not the worst hoarding I've ever seen, but it's pretty bad. There is just shit everywhere. And you can't help but we all walk in. You never turn the lights on, but there was enough daylight for us to like see it. And we're just like stark silence. Like no one's saying a word. Cause like, I think we're all kind of acquaintances, we just like to ski. So no one felt it was their place to point out or to go, what the fuck out loud. You know what I mean? But I feel like our deafening silence really did that for him. I feel like he wanted to know, like, you know what I mean? Like he wanted like eyes beside his own to walk into his parents' home, his home, look around, and ideally say, "What the fuck?" Which none of us did. But I feel like again, our silence spoke volumes about that. We all just kind of sat there in just stunned silence, waiting for water, and just couldn't wait to get the up out of it. And then as soon as we all get in the car, we're all like, "What the hell was that? What's going on? Oh my god! You see the." So I don't know. I don't know what happened with that. Hopefully, our little stunned silence made him feel like, yeah, my parents are crazy hoarders. Uh, Coco says hoarder and uncluttered don't go. They don't. Coco says I had a boyfriend whose mom was a hoarder. I had an ex whose mom was a hoarder. What a coincidence. Her landlord tried to kick her out, but they live in Canada, so it's a very difficult process. I felt bad for the landlord. You know, her mom was a nice lady, but big hoarder. You had to walk through the house, yeah, by shuffling sideways. Yep, like a crab. There was nowhere to sit. It was grotesque everywhere. Yeah, I mean, best case scenario for a hoarder is you got a lane. Like you have a lane, you can go from one place to the other. All right, so let's rock and roll back here and see about her this entitled woman's she's so entitled, even her hoarder mother-in-law can't hoard properly. What she got, like a coaster, a couple of doilies laying around? Hey, she's a hoarder. I don't think so. By the way, if you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, what's keeping you? Like and subscribe button, like and subscribe the show. I'm almost at 14,000 subs. I'm just moments away from eclipsing Russell Brand at 2 million. There you go. Or Danny B. That's the dream, right? Love me some Danny B. All right, so let's get back to the what we're talking about. Okay, so so the point is, my mom is a hoarder, but not in the way most would assume. So I don't think she's a hoarder. Her house is well kept. She's not a hoarder. Her house is well kept. Like, what the hell? And uncluttered. But the reason for this, okay, here we go, is she literally pawns shit off on people under the guise of a gift and always gives a firm, you better not ever throw this away talk. Okay. This goes from literal broken and unusable furniture to unnecessary items like a 50 pack of table runners. I have told this woman several times to stop bringing stuff to my home. So she's like she like outsources her hoarding. Is that what you're saying? My husband has also told her to stop bringing stuff over, her son. Even when she gets a firm no, she will bring it anyways and tell us to suck it up and accept gifts. I would just be honest with her. I mean, she's obviously pawning off all this crap. You don't want it. She knows you don't want it. A little tough love. You say, and she's not a tradition. I don't know what this is. Again, I'm an unlicensed therapist. I'm sure there's a psychological name for it. A hoarding by proxy. I don't know. But I would just do this. Next time she comes over with some piece of crap you don't want, go, you know what? Could you just throw it in the trash? Because that's where we're going to put it. And if she gives you a hard time, be like, listen, we don't want it. I mean, maybe it's something one day you actually want. Okay, keep it. She'll be really happy about it. But if it's just the usual crap, just be like, okay, now you know what? You can just throw it out for us. We're just save us the trouble. We're just going to throw it. I mean, it's aggressive, but she needs to know. You know what I mean? To just stop bringing you crap. Maybe she can double up her garbage deliveries to her other friends and family members. But yeah, you gotta nip this in the bud, and also get her some therapy. She definitely needs it, and you need therapy too. You're way too entitled calling this woman a hoarder. She's not a hoarder. She's like Sanford and Son in reverse. So she traveled this week. She calls my husband on the way home. She says she has a surprise for us. Let me guess, trash. That you have to keep. He tells her point blank, good. I like this guy. He's already doing it. No more useless junk. And then from now on, everything is hitting the trash can. See, well, look at us. We're on the same page. All right. See? I'm a little worried about that because you're very entitled. But I'm on the same page with your husband, so I'm okay with that. She tells him to stop being dramatic. And this time, it's not useless. All right. Again, give her a chance. Maybe it's something you want. She comes by and dramatically makes a point to tell me and my husband to wash our hands thoroughly while holding two small boxes. Oh, brother. My husband opens his box, and it's a water-stained book on how to play violin. That's a horrible gift. Then she hands me a gift, and it's a $5 set of used tarnished Walmart earrings. Tag still on it. She's grinning from ear to ear, telling us she hit the vintage garage sale on the way home and just knew we'd love this stuff. So she's like really out of it. Like she's definitely got some issues. She needs a seriously needs therapy. She's completely detached from reality, clearly. I don't even have pierced ears. Okay. My husband doesn't play violin. Well, that's why she got him the book, the instructional book. She wants him to play. I told she should have got him a violin too, a broken one, with a couple of frets missing. I don't think they have frets. I told her, she can't. I told her thanks, but she can keep the items. She was extremely offended. That's fine, and asked why, saying they're nice and vintage. Yeah, okay. She grabbed them and left them. Keep up with it. Just keep telling her you don't want it. Again, take a look at it at least before you throw it out. But my feeling is, 9.5 out of 10 times is going to be stuff that's just belongs in a trash can. Well, her sister's texting my husband saying we're entitled and inconsiderate because my mother-in-law thought of us when she didn't have to. Now, your sister will tell you know what? Tell your sister-in-law to take your gifts from now on. Or you know what you do? You tell your sister-in-law every time we accept a gift from my mother-in-law, we're going to be bringing it to your house and we're going to leave it on the door. And then let her. She's going to be the next one in the legacy in the family of hoarders. That'll be her gig. Anyway, there you go. Now you're not the asshole, but I still think you're a little entitled, but it's unrelated to this question. There you go. There you go. Hey, thank you, MDG. Thank you for rating the stream. I very much appreciate you. By the way, hey, TV Green. Good to see you. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We got a subscribe button, right? So you can tap on that puppy and rock and roll with that. There you go. All right, let's do it. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see. What do I want to do now? I can't do that one. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm trying to figure this out. The software on Rumble sometimes plays nice and sometimes not as nice. So there you go. Okay. Whoa. Come on, play nice Rumble software. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's going to be a bit. All right, folks, rock and roll. Let's keep a rocking and a rolling. Am I the asshole for next question? Feeling weird after realizing that my 20-year-old female that my 20-year-old female boyfriend, 21, might have gooned. All right, I can't even understand your friggin' opening statement. Am I the asshole for telling my kid to get back? Get in the back of the line. I don't know. No, you're a good parent if they're cut. How about that? Let's see. Maybe you are. Were they, let's see. Let's find out about your parenting skills, rando. Am I the asshole for telling my kid to get in the back of a line? I was hosting a show recently. And as a host, I was also in charge of managing the meet and greet line. It doesn't sound like a job a host would normally have, but okay. Usually a host just hosts. Managing the meet and greet line sounds like someone else would normally do that. We already had a solid line formed, at least 7 to 10 people deep. All right, it's not like 100 people or 1,000, 7 to 10. It's not terrible. When a kid, maybe 6 or 7 years old, comes sprinting past everyone and plants herself right at the front. A man I assumed was her dad just followed and stood next to her. Okay. I immediately stepped in. Hi, folks. I know we're excited, but our friends here are already in line. You'll have to join the queue as well. Oh, he said queue. Fancy. The dad gave me a massive glare, but grabbed his kid's hand and moved. Except he didn't go to the back. He just stepped off to the side, hovering. All right. That's a little passive aggressive to say the least. As the line kept moving, he waited for a mom to get distracted and look away, and then he slid back in. So it's not the kid. It's her asshole dad. I locked eyes with our security guard. Why don't you have the security guard handle the line? Isn't that his job? Why are you yelling at people? You're the host. You're supposed to, maintain a pleasant demeanor towards everybody. Hi, folks. I think we lost our way. The back of the line is that way, I said with a smile. Okay. That's when the dad finally snapped. We were already in line and we've been waiting. No, sir. No, sir. You stood on the side for some reason. I asked you to get to the back. You got to be hard with this guy. He's an idiot. He's entitled. He's more entitled than the last chick. How about that? But we will continue. You're going to tell my kid she has to go back? I would say yes. So she'll learn a lesson that obviously you never learned as a child, that cheaters never prosper. Sometimes they do, unfortunately. But I smiled even wider. Oh, that must have really pissed him off. See, I would have liked to watch this. I feel like a lot of phones had come on at this point, and people were definitely enjoying this little interaction. It's probably the best part of the whole show. I smiled even wider, got down on one knee, so I was eye level with the kid, and said, "Hey there, I know we're really excited, but we have to wait our turn. It's only fair, right? It wouldn't feel good if you were in the good. You're doing the parenting that this jackass prick won't. And someone cut in front of you. What did the kid agree with me? Yeah, because she hasn't been corrupted yet by this horrible dad who's just probably, I don't know if the mom's even in the picture, but oh, God help her if she isn't. I stood back up, gave the dad a choice. Continue this conversation with my friend, the security guard. There you go. You got your heavy goons in now. Or get to the back of the line. He finally moved. Good. And several other parents give me the side eye. Oh, brother. I'd have put them in the back of the line for the side eye. And even heard two moms commenting that I was wrong. I should have just let the kid cut. No, you shouldn't have. And anyone who said it was all right, I would have moved them to the back of the line. Or you know what I would have done? I would have waited till it was their turn in line. Then I would have allowed the father to come and I'd say, anyone else want to cut in line? Anyone else? And I would have allowed them to cut in front of these women too. Because obviously, what's a line for? What is a line for? Respect the line, folks. Respect the line. Teach your kids some friggin' manners, some discipline. Ay, what a jackass. By the way, hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't. I'm almost at 14,000, which is good. Yeah, he uses his kid to get privileges. Exactly. And the kid is the most sensible one of the two of them by far. By far. Yeah, there you go. All right, let me let's get back here. Do you Yeah, I kick myself off. Not really, but sort of. Yeah, I do it. I do it from time to time. But I'm back. All right, here we go. Let's keep moving and grooving. Yeah. All right. Am I the asshole for? And again, you can have your own questions here. It's not just me. You're allowed to do these things. Am I the asshole for not buying my girlfriend's sister a concert ticket? My girlfriend's sister a concert. Is it a concert? Is it someone she would have enjoyed? Not necessarily if you want to just hang out with your girlfriend. I don't know. It could be a toughie. And by the way, you can all help me decide on this too. Am I the asshole for not buying my girlfriend's sister a concert ticket? My girlfriend and I are going to a concert March 26th together. Okay, I like it so far. Let me make sure one more thing. I just want to make sure I can hear me. Oh shit, share screen. Thank you, Coco. I'm like I know I'm messing up something, and that was it. Thank you, Coco. All right. Concert March 26th together. However, my girlfriend's sister decided to invite herself to the concert as well. Okay. But here's the issue. The issue is her sister does not work nor contribute to helping the both of us out. Well, do you like her? If you like her, you could take her. If you don't, I kind of understand. She relies on myself, my girlfriend, and her mom to help pay for her expenses. How old is she? She got laid off back in 2021. Okay, that was like a million years ago. That's pandemic years ago. It's after the pandemic, I think. And has not worked since. That's a long time to not be working. She has either gotten comfortable not working. I think that's the right one. Refuses to look for a job. And other issues, she was seeing this guy she's been on and off with and expected him to pay for her concert ticket. But of course, he led her on and walked away. Yeah, she sounds, I wouldn't take her. No, I wouldn't. Based on what you've told me here, she's a user. She seems to take and never give. Now, is she irredeemable? Probably not, but she needs to stop having others pay for all her crap, and she needs to get a job and she needs to develop some discipline, or she's just going to be a burden to you for the rest of your lives. that's the long, the short, but mostly the long of it. So yesterday, I informed my girlfriend's sister that I was only able to get 2 tickets for the concert, and she became very angry with me. She made comments such as, "Well, if he knew he didn't have enough money, then the both of you should never have gone either way." Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's selfish and only thinks about himself. He's the man. He should be helping you out and pay for me. Oh, my God. She's a unbelievable, awful person. I'm not made of money. Neither is my girlfriend. Her sister is so angry that it doesn't want that she doesn't want to talk or even hang out with us. Okay. What's the problem? She's an awful person. I mean, again, she's not irredeemable. She needs a lot of work. This is a chassis that needs a rebuild. But you're not the asshole. You're in luck. She's purposely for the cost of nothing, for the cost of you not buying her a ticket out of your lives, at least temporarily. She doesn't want to talk to you. She doesn't want to hang around with you. What's the problem? You should be thanking God. You should be saying some prayers to Saint Didacus right about now. Patron saint of get the F out of here. Yeah, I don't see the problem. This is all. Where's the downside, dude? Again, you should be high fiving your girlfriend, assuming she doesn't get upset about that. I appreciate the feedback. There's something I need to add. My girlfriend and I do not enable her. I think you probably do a little. Otherwise, why would she be asking you for the ticket in the first place? The both of us had told her to start looking for a job and to help out, and the sister refuses. Also, I don't live with my girlfriend, her mom, or sister, so that's the best part. That is the best part. You don't ever want to live in that house. When you and your girlfriend, if you ever get more serious, you get her out of there. I don't know. I feel bad for the poor mom with this chick, but yeah, the sooner you can get her to come to Jesus, or at least come to an employment line, I think the better. There you go. Okay. Yeah, you are not the asshole. And bonus, dude, again, now you don't live there. That's awesome. And she promises to stay out of your hair, and it costs you nothing. Nothing but having a great evening out with your girlfriend and not having to drag that sorry ass around who's going to want you to buy her beer, popcorn, and bonbons, I assume. Assume she's also probably got a weight issue. What? I don't know that. Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, precisely. 100%. All right. Am I the asshole for refusing to share my homemade bread with a neighbor who complained about the noise of making? What the hell? What kind of generator do you need for homemade bread? What are you using for homemade? You got like a tub grinder? What are you using? That's a factory term. What are you using? Like a winch? I mean, what is so noisy about bread making? How do you make bread? Seriously, what do you put it in the axle of your car and then just and floor it? What are you doing? Get it on a dyno? What's happening over there? I'm more interested in how you make bread than anything else in this little comment ears. So we shall find out. There you go. Hey, Phoenix, good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. The replay's going great. Again, the show Wednesday had like 144,000 things. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, I'm almost to 14,000. If you can do one thing on this Friday evening that would really make my weekend, just hit the like button or the subscribe button, whatever it is. Just hit that button. Hit the subscribe button. I think that's the one I need. And then that'll get me to 14,000. It'd be great. All right, let's get back to the show. Let's do that, shall we? All right. Okay, got to wait a little on that. Here we go. I'm 26 and am incredibly passionate about baking sourdough bread. All right, here that's an issue. Nobody should be that passionate about, even like chefs. It's like, okay, they make a good sourdough bread, but their passion is probably foie gras or something a little more, but I'm passionate about making specifically sourdough bread. All the other breads are dead to me, but sourdough is my jam. And I never put jam on it because it ruins the flavor of the sourdough. You lose the intricacies of it. Recently, I took it a step further, and invested in a home grain mill. Tub grinder, see? What do you know? Rose by any other name still makes as much racket. So I can mill my own flour. Why don't you move to some Amish community? I think that's, you need a good Amish house building husband. All that hammering, and wood building and you lose the electricity though, I suppose. Anyway, but it makes a massive, okay. So I can mill my own flour. It makes a massive difference in the quality of the bread. Why you have a lot of free time? Do you have a husband? She's 26, female. I assume you have a husband who supports this bread making lifestyle of yours, because it seems to be all encompassing. I don't feel like you're a baker. Maybe you should become a baker. Why don't you get a place, a panaderia, and you can open it up. But the mill is a bit loud. Sounds like it's very loud if your neighbors are complaining. Oh, you're in an apartment. There you go. Because I live in an apartment. I try to be mindful of noise. Here's my question. When are you running this giant bread making tub grinder of yours? Like 10, 11, 12 at night? Run it during off hours, off peak. Well, you pay more for the electricity, but you know what I'm saying. It's not going to piss everybody off. I only use it for a few minutes at a time, usually right in the middle of the afternoon. Okay, that's good, at least right in the middle of the afternoon. Never early in the morning, never late at night. Good. That shows consideration on your part. You gained a couple points with me. A few weeks ago, my older neighbor, they complain about everything, knocked on my door to complain about the grinding noise coming from my place. Just tell them you're really stressed out. It's your teeth. I apologized and explained what it was. She wants a bribe, basically. She's like, if you're gonna make your loud bread, I want a piece of it. Pay up, or I'm gonna break your bread machine with my cane. I assured her I only run it about 5 to 10 minutes at most. Yeah, but to them, that's an eternity. To smooth things over, I even brought her a freshly baked loaf of sourdough the next day. She told me she enjoyed it afterwards and thanked me for it. Okay, that was good. You gave her a little peace offering, but maybe she just expects too much now, right? Is that what's going on? Maybe. All right. So as the plot thickens, the dough rises, the yeast rises. I don't make bread. Since then, my neighbor has started casually knocking on my door whenever she smells the bread baking, asking if I have any spares. I usually don't mind sharing, so I give her 2 more loaves over the past month. All right, well, here's the thing. This is an old person who has nothing going on in their life to the point that it annoys them that your bread maker makes noise at 1 in the afternoon. They literally have nothing going on in their life. Look at it as an act of charity. Looking at it as an act of reaching out to the elderly community and making their day. Is it such a terrible thing? I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe there's going to be more to this. I don't think it's so bad to give an old person a loaf of bread. Or here's what you do. Well, I was going to say teach a man to fish. He eats for a lifetime. But I think this old person's going to get their dentures stuck in the mixer at some point. It's going to be some chewy bread. Anyway, yesterday I was milling grain. Of course you were. 2 p.m. I said 1, pretty close though, not too shabby on my part. On a Saturday, seems like a good day for milling bread. My neighbor knocked again, but this time she was furious. This is my favorite story of the night, the bread making story. She told me the noise was incredibly disruptive and asked for 7 loaves of bread and asked me to stop doing it entirely. Oh, that's hysterical. Yeah, I'd like to hear the noise myself, or maybe you put it on another wall, or maybe you just do it in a different room, or maybe you soundproof it a little bit. Oh, I know what. Here, I got a better idea. Here's what you do. Anytime you're going to make your bread, you turn up the music real loud and tell her you're exercising. Find some Jane Fonda video, or I don't know, just find some exercise video that's loud and you got to run around and jump up and something of that nature. Now you play that. Now, meanwhile, while that racket's going on, you turn on the bread maker. Well, now she doesn't know what to do. She's going to probably complain about the workout stuff, but be like, listen, I'm trying to stay in shape here. I want to stay healthy. I don't want to wind up, an old person angry at the end of my rope with so little ability to move around that I get upset when my neighbor's bread. But that's a bit aggressive on my part. But yeah, something else. So something completely different to mask the noise of your bread machine. Give it a shot. Maybe what does she like? Does she like classical music? We're going to get into that. Ask her what's your favorite kind of music? What do you like? You like Jack Benny? I love listening to Jack Benny at 2 p.m. I crank up the Jack Benny show. I mean, sounds like she's geriatric, very old. And I love old time radio classics. But I love to blare them because I have shitty ears. So I hope that's not going to be a problem. You can enjoy them through the wall. There you go. Everybody would. She can listen to old timey radio, and you can make your bread. There you go. See, I'm about solutions over here. My neighbor knocked again. This time she was furious. She told me that the noise is incredibly disruptive, asked me to stop doing it immediately. I told her that milling is part of my process to make the bread, and I wouldn't stop. Good for you. Take a stand on your milling. But reiterated, it only lasts a few minutes during the day. Here's another one. Ask her when she leaves. Ask her if she ever leaves. Do you ever have a doctor's appointment? Do you ever leave the house? I'm willing to work around your schedule, lady. So you're a big pain in the ass, but no more bread for you. She then asked me if I was baking today. When I told her I was, I also mentioned that since she still complains about the mill sounds after knowing what they help create, I won't bother giving her any more of the product. Oh, yeah, I mean, that seems fair. She's going to be a bitch about it. I know she's old, but still. She's now telling other people in the building that I'm pretty petty and unneighborly and is threatening to complain to get the landlord about the noise. I feel like how loud is your bread machine, though? That's what I really want to know. Is there another model you could buy that's quieter? That's got like a silencer on the bread making module or something? I don't know. My significant other, so you do have a significant other. Someone has to pay the rent while you're making your bread. Should have given her a love to keep the peace, but I should have to reward someone to complain about. I think you're done giving her bread. And or you just make her have a come to a sourdough moment where she's like, listen, if you want the bread, I got to make it. It's going to be a little noisy. What time would be best for me to make the bread where you would be least inconvenienced by it? And do it that way. And then if she still gives you a hard time, then then it's on her. She's just being difficult to be difficult. That seems fair. That seems fair, doesn't it? That seems fair to me. Anyway, Phoenix Grace says, follow. I don't know. Uh, what's that? I don't know how to make sourdough. I made bread once, I think. Maybe I haven't. I made a croissant once. That's different. Unneighborly millennial. Yeah, crazy. They're stealing shit from the 1950s. There's something. They got to do something. And I think that's it. In this age of just where technology is run amok, where AI is taking over everything, including jobs and every other aspect of our lives, including even entertainment, and where they have like musicians now that are completely AI and things are written by AI. I think all of Fox News is AI. I mean, just the way it's written. I'm a New York Post guy myself. They still have real reporters, but all these things. I think people are trying to go back to like the hoop and stick days, like the penny farthing days with the old timey bikes with the big front wheel. I think just to get away from the pervasiveness of technology and just the lack of connection with anything. At least this woman is making contact with a loaf of bread. It's like it's therapeutic for her. I don't know. Again, I think she's more in love with her bread maker than her husband, but that's a whole other story for another show. All right, let's get out of here. So yeah, there you go. I don't think you're the asshole. I think I gave you plenty of solutions. What do you think about that? That was my favorite one of the night was the lady who makes bread. What do you think? But anyway, if you have questions, comments, or concern, you can throw them in the chat. I'd love to help you out and save the day for you. That's my goal. I want to save the day for everybody. I want to have a cape. Am I the asshole for saying persuasion and coercion are two different things? Yeah, you are. You are. Why? Who cares? You sound like I mean, this is countertransference on my part. I'm an unlicensed therapist, but I know the basics. Where like the people who I would say, I used to do this joke in a set. I would talk about, and I don't remember it, but yeah, basically the gist of it was, people get upset about me saying library because I say library. I don't say library. And people get they get angry about it. Or another one's nuclear versus nuclear. I forget. There's some way to mess that up. But these little and people yeah, they get all like crazy. They're grammar Nazis. I had one guy, I love him, dear friend of mine, he's since passed. But he was a jackass when it came to grammar. He was a grammar Nazi. And so I sent him an email once about some project we were working. It wasn't even like a long email. He sent it back with corrections. I'm like, what is wrong with you? What is that you would send back an email? We're not colleagues. We're friends. I thought you just send me my email back with corrections. I think it was like a their issue, like they are versus their, they THIER versus the theirs. Just like what the hell? I think there was another, some other. Again, man. Anyway, I haven't even started in on this woman, but I'm gonna say she's the asshole right off the bat due to countertransference, which I've just explained to you. Now, can I grow from it? Sure. Do I feel like it? No. So let's just go in and me be petty. My friend, a woman, okay, well, who cares if she's a woman or a man, saw my comment on a post about a hypothetical situation involving consent, then inserted her situation into the conversation and accused me of victim blaming her, and then swore to cut me off all in the same comment section. Do you guys communicate outside of the comment section? Don't sound like you're really friends to begin with. Hey, you want to catch up in the comment section? What the, you guys aren't friends. Acquaintances at best. I saw a post where a man asked for sex, got a no, pleaded a bit, and sweetened the deal and got a yes. Okay, that's been going on since the dawn of time. The post asked if the situation was consensual. The poster, well, yeah, I would hope so. Well, let's assume it is. I'm going to assume it is. The poster, most of the women involved, the post said no. Many other men, if she says yes, then it's a yes. If she says no, it's a no. All right, this woman annoys me. You're an asshole just for this part. I don't even have to go any further. I'm already sick of you. I was sick of you before I started, and I'm even more sick of you now. So how do you like that? How do you like that, you nut? You lunatic. Honest to God. Yeah, lighten up, Francis. To use a Stripes metaphor. It's a great movie, by the way. Bill Murray. Dewey Oxberger. John Candy. R.I.P., brother. Let me see. I'm going to check a couple things. You want to do this one? Yeah, do this one. That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one, too. All right. Oh, this is even better. I'm doing this one. Me. I don't do that many ads, but I got to do a couple. It's a new era. Era? Yes. It's a new era for America First, international assistant. President Trump has been clear. America won't hesitate to act. and we won't write blank checks. From now on, U.S. assistance will be strategic, accountable, and tied to results that make America safer and more secure. Stronger borders, tougher enforcement, and real cooperation to stop illegal immigration and keep deadly drugs out of our communities. America First assistance will stabilize fragile regions before crisis reaches our shores, strengthen key partners, and support American farmers, manufacturers, and workers. 80% of President Trump's voters support such international assistance. And to Beijing, if you're using aid to buy influence and control, the game is changing. America will lead with strength, with purpose, and with conditions that put our security first. It's from America First. You can click on that for more information about that in the QR code. Thank you, America First, for being a sponsor of the show. Much obliged. By the way, hit the like and subscribe button, everybody. Let me say, I want to see something real quick. I want to see where I'm at. Hit the like and subscribe. It costs nothing. I think it costs nothing. I'm not sure it costs nothing, but no, it definitely costs nothing. Hang on a second. Let me see. Oh, no, I hit the wrong button. Damn it. But I want to see where I'm at. I'm so close to 14,000. If 60 of you would click the oh, no, that's not it. If 60 of you would click the follow button or whatever it is, all right, well, I'll just have to check later. What? Why can't I check now? Here we go. Okay. I got it. Here it is. All right. Well, I'm trying to see if I've hit 14,000 subscribers, and I'm having a hard time with it. Watch later, no video. What is it? What am I in the wrong thing? What do you mean watch later? I think this is Rumble Software, not Jeff. Well, usually it's Jeff. All right, never mind. I'll just check it out later. Let's assume I've already hit 14,000, but just in case, hit the like and subscribe button. Okay. Yeah. So we're done with this lady because she annoys the shit out of me. Am I pro or anti Oxford comma? That's a great question, Phoenix. We don't mess around on this show. We do the hard hitting questions. I do. Jeff Reading now has a shitload of extra commas. Yeah, I don't mess around. I throw in a lot of Oxford commas. Give me a second here. I do something. Who's that? Oh, that my. What's she still doing up? My fiance just sent me a message. Okay, the Oxford comma, for those of you who don't know, or serial comma, is the optional comma placed before the coordinating conjunction, usually and or a list of three or more items. It serves to improve clarity, prevent ambiguity, and enhance readability. I did see what I did there. While a standard American English in academic, legal, or technical writing, it's often omitted in British English journalism. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I like the Oxford comma. It's smart, it's witty, it's clever. There you go. I think that's I don't know if that's the Oxford comma. No, my brain, exactly. Thank you very much. Yeah. You don't like it, Oxford commas? It was extra ink. People don't realize Associated Press rules, even a comma produces a lot of ink. Yeah, I didn't know that. Jeff, reading the chain. Yeah, I try. You know, it's interesting. I learned something new every day from you guys. More than that, usually. All right, let's get back to the show here. Yeah, and that last lady was an asshole. Am I the asshole for being mad at my mom for damaging my car, not paying for it? Does she have any money to pay for it? I mean, is she on a fixed income? She brought you up, right? I mean, did you ever wreck the car as a kid? Did you have to pay for it? I mean, there's a lot of variables here, buddy. Should she even be driving anymore? Let's look out and find if you're the asshole. My guess is you might be. If my mom, first of all, I would never let her drive my car because she's 83 and she would not, I don't think, do very well. But if I loaned it to her anyway, and then she wrecked it, that's what I got insurance for, right? Do you not have insurance? And I feel terrible for letting her drive it in the first place. I'm a 48-year-old female who has an extremely narcissistic mother. All right. She lives out of state. How'd she get the car? And always insists on us staying at my house during a visit. She doesn't get along with my sister and her family, so it's always my responsibility to be the good daughter and provide her a place to stay. So it sounds like nobody likes your mom. Your sister definitely doesn't. You don't seem to care for her much either. My mother often brags about her wealth. She sounds like a peach. However, she's very cheap when it comes to the family. Why do you let her stay with you then if she's such a shrew? I mean, I know she's your mom. I get it, but still. You should charge her for the room. She became irate at the thought of having to stay at a hotel during her visits. Everyone's entitled in the show. She has a sense of entitlement that it is my duty as her daughter to put up with her when she comes to town. She also refuses to rent a car when she visits. Yeah, okay, so right there, that changes today. I mean, she's already messed up your car. I'm assuming that's what this is about. From now on, she always rents a car. She never gets your car because she didn't pay for it when she screwed it up. So in a way, if she only screwed it up a little, it's kind of a good thing because she's only going to get worse as a driver. And now you no longer have to give her the car anymore because she's shown that she's not going to pay if she damages it. So she can go out with her own dime, rent. I recommend she gets the rental insurance, so she'll make you probably pay for that too. But at least hopefully if it was a minor fender bender, which we'll find out in a second, then it's really from a financial standpoint, you kind of got off easy because I guarantee she's going to mess that car up more and more the older she gets, probably on purpose just to be a jackass, just for some drama. Anyway, she piles on the guilt trip. She makes me feel less than when she's in town. Yeah, she sounds awful. She makes you can choose your friends, you can't choose your family though, right? She makes condescending remarks about my home, my vehicle. God, oh, she's horrible. Just tell her to stop coming or behave herself. Why are you? I know she's your mom, but you shouldn't have to put up with that. You say, listen, you be nice or you're going to a hotel. And if she can't be nice, she can go to the hotel. You can still hang out with her. You can do stuff with her. But as soon as she starts crossing that line, you know what? Have a nice day. I'm not here to be your whipping. Your sister's got it right. Your sister's like, fuck that shit. I'm not dealing with that. You want to be the doormat? Be the doormat. I get it. She's your mom, but at some point, she's just going to keep doing it until you make her stop. Anyway, one day she wanted to go shopping and do her. I was going to read baking. I'm like, is anyone not baking? I wasn't awake yet, and she took my car keys to the car and left without asking permission. Well, she's an older woman. If she's done it in the past, she doesn't need to. She constantly told me what a piece of junk car I have and said I was a bad driver. The car was a Lexus SUV that's 4 years old. It's a nice car. It's a nice car. Nothing wrong. Lexus is a reliable car. It's a nice car. I worked at a high school in the past and was certified as a driver instructor. I'm not sure how that plays in anything. Hardly a piece of junk car. Is that your expertise? I was a driving instructor. I know about cars. Listen, you got a nice car. Relax, lady. And I have a perfect driving record. Oh, yeah. You sound a little narcissistic yourself. Side note, her driving is enough to give anyone a nervous breakdown. Just some foreshadowing. That morning, something must have happened. I still have never gotten the full story because my mother is also a very dishonest person as well. You gotta set some friggin' boundaries. Number one, set some boundaries with your mom. Here's your excuse to have the sit down with your mom and set boundaries, or she doesn't come to visit. Or she does come to visit, she stays at a hotel. It's enough of this. Unless you like it, then yeah, by all means, keep it up. Plus, everything is always someone else's fault because she's the most perfect person in the universe, according to her. She returned with my car and said nothing, but she didn't. I was making coffee, happened to look out the window, saw a huge dent in the driver's side door. That would make me pretty mad. How did she do that? I asked her what happened. She said, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my God. I would be telling her to leave right then. I asked her again how the huge dent got in my door. She looks out the window, rolls her eyes. She responds with a shrug and begins writing things in her bank book. I hope it's a check to you. I go outside and look at the damage done to my car. It looks as though there was an accident since I see red paint. She's pull a hit and run, this lady? Probably because she's very narcissistic and she feels entitled. I go back inside because if someone had hit her, believe me, she would have told you. She would have made a huge deal of it. No, she hit somebody else and then took off. Fucking hit and run. Probably going to get on some camera somewhere. They're going to be looking for you. I hope there was nobody in the car. It was just parked. I go back outside. I ask her how the car was damaged. She responds with, well, you drive a piece of junk and we all know how you drive. Figure it out. Oh, she's brutal, man. I ask her again about the damage. She insists the damage was already there. Obviously, it wasn't. Since I parked my car in the driveway, my doorbell rang. Yeah, we know she's ridiculous. This is when she becomes irate. She starts waving her hands around, saying someone at the bank must have hit the car. No, she pulled a hit and run, this woman. Your mother did. Or maybe it was the shopping carts at the store. By the way, I like Cart Narcs. That's a fun guy. He does good stuff. Makes everybody return their carts. She tells me either way, it's someone else's fault. Everything's her fault. It sounds like my ex. She's not responsible for the damage. I tell her she didn't ask permission to use the car. She took the keys out the first, blah, blah, blah. I tell her she borrowed the car, needs to return in the same condition. You're like Hertz Rent-A-Car rep laying into her. But no, you're right. She tells me since she didn't damage it, she's not responsible. Oh my God, you need to take a break from her. You need a timeout from your mother. And when next time she comes, she definitely stays at a hotel. She's got to earn her way back in. I'm angry at this woman, and she's absurd. My mother calls many of the family members to tell them how ungrateful of a host I've been, and she's leaving town early as a result. Good riddance. Don't come back. of my disrespectful behavior. Believe me, everyone in your family doesn't like her. They put up with her, but they don't like her. And they're all so grateful that you're the only schmuck willing to take her in, because I guarantee none of them will. They're not idiots. Not that you're an idiot, but you got to wake up. You got to smell the motor oil that's leaking in your driveway. She probably ran over something too. She told everyone I had a smart mouth, and even got most of the relation against me. Great, this is good. So the relations are against you. Perfect. Find out which ones are against you. The next time she wants to stay with you, you pawn her off on them. And even if they don't live in the same area, you say, listen, I can't do it, but you know who really likes you? I know. And just tell her this. Auntie Jane said after our last blowout, said she wished that you would come see her. She wished you would stay with her. And then you throw her on them. Hey, well, you watch your tune change. This jackass. I guarantee none of them want her at their house. None of them have her at their house, or their tune would be different. Bunch of dummies. Your whole family's a mess. Honest to God. My mom called her best friend to tell her not to be my friend anymore because I'm more concerned with the car than her. I've never received an apology. You won't. Or payment for the damage. You won't. Anytime she should never come over to your house again unless she apologizes or makes some act of contrition. If you are foolish enough to ever let you at her house, never hide your car keys and demand she rent the car and don't not touch yours. Anyway, my mom's planning another visit for my nephew's wedding in a few weeks. I don't want her staying at the house. Yeah, do not let her stay at your house. Absolutely, in no way, shape, or form, let her stay at your house. Let one of these people who's on her side, let them house her. Let them take care of her. And you watch their tune change. The whole thing makes me angry. I missed the good old days when we were just talking about bread, about making rye. Still, she's mad at me for damaging the car, not paying for it, and wanting me to stay at my house. Yeah, that's crazy. Don't do it. You're better than that. You're better than that, I tells you. There you go. All right. By the way, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. Don't be a stranger. Witness protection program. Yeah, family protection program. Thunderdance says I need a secure garage with complete biometric scanning. I like this idea for some crazy reason, Thunder. I like biometric scanning. Fog trip. Yeah, keep her out. Get out. Yeah, witness protection might not be bad. Yeah, rye bread is really good. This woman, I don't know if you saw the earlier one, Miss Kitty, but yeah, she's got like a whole system, like some crazy noisy bread making machine. My goodness gracious. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Good old days callback. Everyone get on your penny farthings. Let's ride around and say F you to AI and our big tech overlords. And there's no GPS on a penny farthing either that I'm aware of. They'll probably try and stick one on. Try and find one today. What's a penny farthing run? Probably. I bet you it's like $3,000 for a good one. Rye bread, nice Reuben. Oh my God, a Reuben! I haven't had a Reuben in so long. Oh, I love Reubens. Oh, yeah. I went to I know it sounds like it shouldn't be this, but it is. I think the best Reuben I had was the Harry Met Sally place, that delicatessen. I forget the name. It's in New York, and they have the table where she sat and she was screaming and yelling, faking an orgasm. I forget where the hell that was. I got a bread machine. Want to see it? That's my come on line. I got a bread machine. Want to see it? Meow. Pastrami on rye. Yeah. I think we're all hungry. I think that's what last night I was dreaming about eating spaghetti and meatballs. And then you know what I had for lunch? I had spaghetti and meatballs. I dreamed, I fantasized, and I lived it. I went all in. Yes. All right. Oh, you out for Christmas? Now maybe I'll get a bread baking. I have an ice cream baking machine I still haven't used. I have an ice cream making machine that's sitting right now 15 feet away from me in a drawer. Never been open. I got salt for some reason because I guess I need salt for that. And then sugar or whatever. I have all the ingredients. It's been sitting there for 7 years. I'm not exaggerating. I forgot about it until just now. I'm like, I don't have a bread machine, but I can make ice cream. It still works if I blow all the cobwebs off it. All right, let's get back to Am I the Asshole? Enough of my ice cream fantasies. All right, here we go. Am I the asshole for completely ghosting my partner 4 years after I found out he saw his ex? Maybe. He saw his ex. What does that mean? Does that mean he slept with his ex? Does that mean he cheated with his ex? Or does that mean like he ran into her at Starbucks and they said hi? I think your ex might have got off easy. Honestly, if you're that psycho. But let's read more. I don't know. I'm just spitballing again. That's why I'm an unlicensed therapist. I shoot from the hip. I don't like that. I don't let the brain get in the way. My partner, 27, and me, 24. Okay. Have been together over 4 years. We've known each other for almost 6. Okay. I met him through mutual friends at a party in 2018. Only in 2020 did we see each other again. At a friend's event, we began dating. Okay. Our relationship started quite rocky. See, that's a bad sign already. As after a year together, I went to his phone and found him speaking to some girls, including his ex. Okay, yeah. So this guy, this was a year in. You should have ended it then. Unless you're okay with a non-serious relationship, unless it's just you're okay with casual, then yeah, you can stay with him. But he's been this way since you met him. You discovered he's this way. Well, I feel like you probably knew anyway. A year into the relationship, and then you stayed with him an extra 3 years. Yeah, in addition to this ex, he's seeing a lot of other girls, any and every one he can. And you're one in the mix. He's probably got a couple of, like, girlfriends. Yeah. So, but you have some self respect. You did the right thing. He should have done it the first year. But we'll read a little further. Anyway, we broke up for a month, but after constant attempts to get me back, I set strict boundaries. Yeah, I will only be cheated on if you do a good job of it. If you really hide it from me, no more just leaving your phone out. At least change the names from Sally to blocked or to spam. You know, that's the secret. I think so. I've been told. I don't. I love my fiance, but we joke about, like, because I get all these spam calls all the time. And I'm like, well, that's like the perfect thing is, like, you call your girlfriend, you list her in your phone book as spam, and then it just comes as spam. Yeah. Just if you're a depraved individual, I'm sure you'll appreciate that tip. Anywho, so he lied to you, and you took him back, and he promised to hide his dalliances a little better than he had been. As I felt I could give him a second chance without it impacting our relationship and causing insecurities upon me. All right. It seemed as though I was right, as we have never had any issues since then. Yeah, just because he's been hiding all his dalliances. And honestly, I look at him like the best friend, lover, soulmate, all in one. I don't know. Whether there's smoke, there's fire. We don't go through each other's phones anymore. I bet he's happy about that, as I know that can be toxic. He's got a dream with you. Like, you're not even going to go, he can tell you anything. You're just going to believe. I got to go on a work trip for a week with my boss, Trixie. But we're open and honest. We have each other's passwords. Okay. I trust him, but I know his ex went through a lot of mental distress when they broke up. Well, yeah, because he's probably cheating on her too. And with you, probably. When she found out he was in a new relationship with me. See, I called it. Yeah, she probably thought they were together, but he told you that he broke it off with her, but he didn't. But, again, I think the writing's pretty clear on this guy. His ex did a lot of rational things, like drive around his area to try and see him, stalking me on socials, got people to stalk me for her. Okay. For context, he was her first boyfriend. Okay. I know all this because I started to ask questions. Eventually 4 years in, when she started causing problems in my life. There's more than one of her. This guy's got like 3 or 4 of hers running around. He's got a lot of skeletons in that closet, along with condoms. Am I right? Yeah. Now I bring you to the last 2 weeks of our relationship. Good, because I skipped all the other stuff because it seemed like it was just blathering on. My partner recently lost an auntie who he was very close to. They weren't far apart in age. That sucks. She's only 29 and passed suddenly. It's a shock. Okay. My partner told me there was no need to attend her funeral, I told you, it's like business meetings. I told you he was doing this. I told you, this is on you. You knew year one what this guy was about. Here he is. I don't even have to read the rest of it. He went to a funeral and he hooked up with his ex there. He said, you should go to the funeral. I'm telling her not to come. And she's dumb enough to not go. I don't know how you discovered it. I don't feel like, I think he just gave up trying to hide it, honestly. Anyway, he knows I suffer anxieties if you don't do the past trauma. I'm now questioning if he generally had my best interests at heart after finding out he went with his ex. Why are you still together with him? I know what you should do. Give him another chance. You just give him another. He's going to be great. This time it's going to work. And just whatever you do, don't ever go through any of his socials. Don't ever check up on anything that he says he's going or where he's going to. And come on, wake up. This is on you at this point. This guy's just, you gave him a long leash and he's using it. Ay. I acted like everything was normal for 2 days. Then I blocked him on everything. I bet you're going to be this girl chasing him around and stalking him in a couple weeks. I guarantee it. All right. So, anyways, I found out though through a cousin. Again, yeah, this is what I thought. He's just given up hiding it. He wants this to be done with you. He's just had it. He's just bored. So he brings her to a funeral. He knows someone's going to say something to you at some point. He doesn't care. Nor should he really. Nothing personal, but you're a bit of a doormat. Anyway, I found out through a cousin again, like didn't know someone you knew was going to be there that hates his ex and is close to me. She messaged me saying, "What the f is doing here?" I was genuinely shocked. He didn't mention this to me, and his cousin continued to communicate. She told me they came and left together in his car. My heart is instantly sunk. I feel betrayed. This one's on you. Again, I don't have a lot of sympathy for you. This is like, he couldn't have made it any clearer who he is. And now he's really trying to make it clear. He could have hidden this way better if he felt like it. He could have just told her to stay at the hotel. I acted like everything was normal for 2 days. Why? Then I blocked him on everything, packed up all his stuff. Okay, finally you're making some adult decisions here. I had him at my place, dropped it off at his doorstep in the middle of the night so he wouldn't realize till he woke up. Gave him no explanation. He knows. I told my family and friends when he contacts me to just ignore what he says. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Past 2 weeks, asking what had happened and saying he is going crazy. Yeah, here he's playing his game from a year ago, which worked wonders then. He turned up at my house 6 times as I have a Ring doorbell. Okay. I feel like my boundaries were crossed. What do you mean you feel your boundaries were crossed? What do you mean you feel like they were crossed? They were shattered. They were destroyed. They were set on fire with gasoline. And that he could be doing more things behind my back. You think? You think? Oh my God. Yeah. It's hard to read this. It's just, come on, wake up, man. Yeah. I bet you take him back at the end of it all. That's the worst part. I am not aware of, anyway, I find it gut wrenching that he didn't tell me honestly right now. I want nothing more to do with him. Okay. Yeah. That's what you say now. Most of my family are telling me that I at least owe him a conversation, but my friends are sticking by my side and saying that is what I did is justified. So am I the asshole? No, you're not the asshole, but you're, as polite as I can be about this, you enabled this whole thing. You knew what he was probably from the first time you met him. I think you were the other woman, one of the other women when he was still with his girlfriend. I almost guarantee it. And he's never been loyal to you. He never will be loyal to you. So for what it's worth, you're out, stay out, learn from it, or don't. Or let history repeat itself. How about that? No, she doesn't have any boundaries. Radishes are so underrated. I like radishes. My dad used to love radishes, Phoenix. Yeah, what boundary is right? Checking my fridge for horseradish. I love me some horseradish. I love me some horseradish. You guys, everybody's hungry. I think we all need to eat more or something. But yeah, by the way, if you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, hit the like and subscribe button. I'm almost at 14,000. Am I too proud to beg for 14,000? No, I'm doing it right now. Come on, folks. Help a brother out. Hook a brother up. Help a brother out. What's this? This is it? This is all the ads I got now? This is terrible. Why would I take any of these ads? They're all awful. Okay, hang on. I can't. If this thing worked, it would work better. Rumble Wallet. I already did Rumble Wallet. Oh, here's one. I don't think I've done this one yet. Let me do this one. I like this one anyway. Sorry. Here we go. Another great sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate the sponsorship. Ever feel like the phone is eavesdropping? That's because big tech treats every user's life like a corporate paycheck. It's time to stop being the product. Millions are making the move to MeWe. That's MEWE, the place where private connections and online communications actually thrive. On MeWe, privacy is a human right, not a hitting setting. They don't track users. That's awesome. They don't sell personal data, and they truly believe in free speech. No shadow bans, just real conversations. Join the 21 million people taking their digital lives back. Click the link below to get started. Use code WELCOME2026 at checkout to grab 20% off of MeWe Premium. That's MEWE Premium. That's WELCOME2026 at checkout and grab 20% off MeWe Premium. There you go. And it's in the QR code as well. You can check that out. Hop on that, folks. Get in on the MeWe revolution. There you go. How about that? All right. Again, let's make sure that we've all liked and subscribed. Can we do that? I think that would be swell. Uh, hey, Thunderdance. The great thing about horseradish is for women, it actually prevents chest hair. I don't know. I like horseradish. I don't know about the chest hair thing. Um, maybe it does. What do you like? How so? Thunder? Do you eat it or do you rub it on the offending areas? How do you do it? If it's a wives' tale, let's get the whole tale. Um, I like horseradish. I don't love radishes, but on a salad, you know what? They belong. My dad used to just eat them. He would just like, oh, I love radishes, and he just like eat radishes, and I just like, oh, that sounds like a you problem. Hey, TV Green, good to see you, brother. Yeah. All right, let me rock and roll. Should we do one more? Do one more and call it. If you have a question, you can ask it. And if I haven't read it already, that's on me, and I apologize. But let me see. Uh, you don't like the ones in the store just from the garden? Oh yeah, the garden everything is better. Fresh kill garden, either or. The less processed, the better it tastes. The healthier it is for you. Um, that's it, pure and simple. Phoenix says, I honestly find it hard at first. If you're young, here to protect me, millennials introduce radishes too. Yeah, radishes are good. Yeah, they go on a salad. They go on a salad. I stick a spoon in the jar and eat it. Gives me a buzz. Yeah, well, it's got that like hot. It's like it's not like a jalapeno or something like that, but it's got that hot thing that kind of comes up in your nose. And you're like, and you sweat a little. But yeah, it's good. Yeah. Any questions for me? If not, I'm going to do one more. Am I the asshole? All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one. Should I do this? I don't know. Let me see. Let me. Yeah, this is the last one. I wish there was one more bread making question. That's what I really care about more than anything. Am I the asshole? I'm going to say no already. Am I the asshole telling my neighbors to stop leaving dirty diapers outside our apartment door? Is it a pickup? I mean, like some of these services, like they're like diaper dad. I don't know what the names of them are, but they come by and they pick up the diaper bags because I don't want to pollute the environment. I'd rather stick a ton of dirty diapers in the hall. Or if it's a poop snake, we used to call it the diaper genie poop snake. If you got a kid, you know what I'm talking about. The diaper genie, you take the offending garment, the diaper, you put it in the diaper genie, it swallows it up, and it surprisingly works pretty well. It doesn't smell, but over time, it's so big, it's like yay big, and it fills up. So you got to tie it, and then what you have is a poop snake, and you throw it out quick. You shouldn't be leaving that in the hall anyway. Let's see what you got here. I live in the apartment building next to a lady who babysits multiple toddlers, so she's running an illegal daycare. Is what you're trying to say. Let's call it what it is. I live next to a woman running an illegal daycare, and she leaves dirty diapers. All right, this is a woman who's got a side business that is no way licensed by the state. It's completely illegal, and she's so dumb that she can't even try and make any attempt to cover up her illicit business. That should scare you. Those kids would probably be better off in a an unlicensed daycare where at least the owner has enough sense to not let everybody know they're running an unlicensed daycare. Does she have a sign out on the door? Dolly's Unlicensed Daycare. Dolly seems like a good name for an unlicensed daycare. Anyway, so the unlicensed daycare diapers, 5-gallon bucket right outside the door in the hallway. It only gets emptied once a week or so, and it stinks up the entire hallway everywhere. No, you're not the asshole. You got to smell it. I mean, that thing wafts, man. That's gross. It gets hot. I don't know where you live, but it's going to be getting hotter. I prefer not having to involve the building manager. All right. So I asked her recently if she could stop leaving them in the hallway or at the very least empty it. Yeah, just empty it. Tell her to make a trip downstairs to the garbage chute or whatever you got in this building. Since it makes the whole area stink and smell terrible, she flipped out, saying that I